everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new show dropped on Netflix called Lockwood Co. And this show, it is based on a book, and it is kind of like a supernatural slash thriller. And the show has 8 episodes, and in the show you see Lucy, who has this special power, like she can communicate with the ghost. So she tried to get into this school where they train all this like a teen who has this gifted power, who can communicate ghost. So she tried to, I guess, train there, but when this school doesn't work out for her, she goes to the London and she joins there with this agency, and that agency is run by Anthony Lockwood and George, these two young fella. So she kind of joins their team, and from there in the show you see this ghost hunter, the agency, they try to hunt down all this ghost activities happening in London, and we see a lot of stuff happen, and there is another story going on, and each episode they do try to solve different ghost mystery story. So I actually really enjoyed the show a lot. First of all, the show, it is very well written and very engaging when you watch it, and all the mystery around all the character, I found it very interesting, and it is very well made. Especially, I would say, all the characters are in this show, they are actually very likable. It's rare you see a show where all the characters are so likable. Especially for Lucy, the minute the show introduce you to her, you really connect with her. This actress, she was actually really good, but Lucy as a character, she's also very good. You actually feel for her. She's very likable. So is Anthony Lockwood, although he was hiding some mystery about his parents and all the other things. I thought Anthony Lockwood was also very interesting. I also liked him, but I also liked George. All the characters, I was saying, they are very, especially this show does centers around them, and I thought they were really good. And all the story about ghost, and sometimes they are really scary when I was watching it, like beginning of the show, it is a little spooky, all these cases, and sometimes these cases are okay, so some of these cases are so dangerous, and you see first episode, like they burned down the house, and yeah, the show, it is what was the another show is on Netflix? It was also based on Stephen King's book. I'm forgetting that show. It reminded me of kind of that show, but I think this is much better story. Because the show, it left with this, like the way it left, it could go for a couple of Lock and Key I was thinking about. So this show did reminded me of kind of like a Lock and Key type show. I actually really liked Lock and Key first season. I thought it was really good how it was done. This show, it is kind of similar, not similar, but like I'm just saying, it's kind of falls into that genre. But this is definitely way better, way done. All the characters are definitely very interesting. I really like all of them, honestly. The only, I will say, the downside about this show, it is to me, like personally, when I was watching it, like because they're like a teen in this show, and they're kind of like a ghost hunter, I just wish they aren't teen. They were a little bit older. So all these people, because every 5 minutes this show reminds you that, oh, they're teen, they don't have any supervisor, so they are getting into trouble. I get it. Netflix was trying to target those audience, because those are the bigger audience. Like their recently hit is Wednesday. But the way Wednesday was done, when you watch Wednesday, you don't feel like you are watching a teen drama, and neither is this, because these kids they are gifted, they do have all this ability, but this show does bad job reminding audience that, like I'm trying to say, like anybody could watch this show if didn't reminded me all the time, these are kids, they don't have a supervisor. So that was really little downside when you watch it. Other than that, I think the show, it was really good. I will be checking out if they like drop season 2. I could see the show become a good like hit on Netflix, because I don't know if it can be like huge hit, because the way it was made, it cannot be for everyone. It is targeted for Pacific audience, which is a wrong decision from Netflix, I'm trying to say. But other than that, the show is actually all the stories itself. It is very good. It takes you into different world and solving in this mystery. Acting is good. CGI is good. All the story is quite believable, although it is about ghost hunting. I thought it was quite believable. Overall, I actually really enjoyed this show, and it's definitely worth checking. And that was my thought on. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this show. And if you enjoyed my this review, don't forget to check out my other reviews on other Netflix show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.